1 year ago today, Governor Nikki Haley signed a landmark measure known as Emma's Law.
Now, Emma's Law is the first bill passed in years targeting drunk drivers in the state of South Carolina, but lawmakers still need to take even more steps, and they are focusing on ignition interlock devices in cars. Our Leah Holloway is in the studio now with more. Leah.
Interlocking devices require convicted drunk drivers to blow into the device to get their car started. If any alcohol is detected by the device, the car will then lock up, keeping the driver and the roads safe. Right now in South Carolina, we don't meet federal standards to use the device due to a small loophole.
We want to see the day when in every state, every convicted DUI offender has to have an ignition interlock device.
It's been 1 year since Governor Nikki Haley signed Emma's Law. The law was inspired by Emma Longstreet, a Midlands girl who was killed New Year's Day 2012 by a drunk driver.
I had to bury my 6.5-year-old daughter.
On Thursday, lawmakers reviewing the penalties in the law to make sure they are meeting federal requirements, especially when it comes to ignition interlocking device.
It stops you from trying to toy with the device.
Right now, the law does not meet federal requirements, causing the state $14 million in penalties. Members of the Senate making some changes to ensure the law does meet those standards.
Somebody is trying to get around the interlock device, that it would be a point against their interlock license, and with 3 or 4 of those points, they would lose their license. We also made it mandatory that if you drive an employer's vehicle, you must have an interlock device on that vehicle.
Interlocking devices could save more lives.
Seen in states that have gone to all offenders getting them, the reductions in fatalities for DUIs have been drastic, in some cases up to 40% reductions, which in South Carolina would be more than 100 lives a year that we could save.
Things are moving forward with interlocking devices. The state still has a long road ahead. The bill will now go to a full committee for review. If the new changes ultimately become the law, the interlock device would apply to drivers who have already pleaded guilty. That would mean more offenders are required to use them. Live in the studio, Leah Holloway, Watch Fox News.